Hello students, good afternoon. Welcome to the third part of the chapter chemistry in everyday life. In this chapter we will discuss about the therapeutic action of different classes of drugs. Means what is the function of the drugs, okay, therapeutic function of the drugs. So in the market there are different type of the drugs are available on their functions, in which we will discuss about one by one. The first drug is antacid. So what are the antacids? Antacids are a type of medicines which are taken when the acid level of our stomach is increases, means when we feel acidity. So the chemical substances which remove the excess acid and raise the pH to an appropriate level in the stomach is called antacids. Okay, so when the acid is increases in our stomach, then we will take antacid type of medicines. And some examples of antacids are magnesium hydroxide, magnesium carbonate, magnesium trisilicate, aluminium hydroxide gel, sodium bicarbonate and aluminium phosphate. There are many different type of these chemicals which are used as a antacid to reduce the acid level in our stomach. Okay, so now a major breakthrough in the treatment of the hyperacidity came through the discovery that known as the histamine, a particular chemical released in the cell, is instrumental in stimulating the secretion of pepsin and hydrochloric acid in the stomach. So inspired by this discovery, a drug called cimetidine etigament was formulated to prevent the interaction of histamine with the receptor present in stomach wall. This causes the release of lesser amount of acid. Due to its importance, cimetidine remains the target selling drugs in the world until another drug, ranitidine, was discovered. Ranitidine in market, it is coming in the form of Zintac. Okay, so these are the medicines which are used as antacids to reduce the level of acid in our stomach. Okay, so these are the chemical formula for their these type of medicines, that is antacid, that is known as the histamine. Okay, histamine, in which a 4 carbon containing a cyclic ring in which 2 nitrogen atoms are present and 1 amino group is present, that is known as the histamine. It is an aromatic compound. And cimetidine, it is a complex molecule in which there is a 4 carbon containing and 2 nitrogen containing ring, aromatic ring is present with the amine group attached compound. Okay, that is the cimetidine. Okay, next ranitidine, that is also known as the Zintac, whose formula is known as the furan ring, in which tertiary methyl group is present with sulfur linkage and amide linkage, is known as the ranitidine, or basically known as the Zintac. Okay, so recently other type of drugs are also discovered, that is now known as omeprazole and lansoprazole. Okay, lansoprazole, these two other type of medicines which are also used as a antacid. Okay, and the structure of these type of drugs is omeprazole, that is the structure of omeprazole is this, in which a benzene ring is present, in which an amide group and sulfono group is also present with a aromatic benzene pyridine ring, So it is a combination of three different type of groups, that is amine and sulfonide groups and also that toluene groups. Okay. Next, it is the structure of lansoprazole, in which there are two rings. What is one is the derivative of benzene rings, and the other is the derivative of pyridine. Okay, so by the combination of these two, this drug is made, that is known as the lansoprazole. Okay, next type drugs is antihistamines. Antihistamines means some persons are very sensitive to certain specific substances such as dust, pollen, penicillin, sulfa drugs, cat fur, etc. Means when we feel allergy, generally we feel allergy, then we will take antihistamine type of drugs, because antihistamine drugs prevents our allergy. So this type the substances which may release antigens, and the body of the person may produce antibodies corresponding to them. So this may cause unfavorable response in our eye, skin reaction, leading to the, when this type of condition will come, then what is the consequences, effect will come out at our body, that is leading to sneezing, sore throat, swelling on the face, rashes on the skin, etc. So these are the basic features of the allergy. Okay, so this type of unfavorable response of the body to certain specific substance is called as allergy. Means in allergy, which is due to some specific substances like dust, pollen, penicillin, sulfa drugs, cat fur, etc., our body shows some unhabitual actions like sneezing, sore throat, swelling on our face, and rashes on our skin, etc. Okay, so this type of unfavorable response of the body to certain specific substance is called as allergy. So to reduce the allergy of our body, we will take the antihistamine type of medicines. Okay, so antigen causing allergy may be airborne. There are the classification of the antigens, means antigens which causes allergy. Okay, so the antigens which causes allergy may be airborne, means they will come from air, producing an unfavorable response in the eye or respiratory tract, in which the examples is particulate matter. Particulate matters are come from the air, and due to which these type of the particulate matter affect in our body as a effect at our body, at eye or respiratory tract, are ingested with the food. The second condition by which the antigen will come, they are ingested by the food, producing the gastrointestinal or skin reaction. If we will take antigen by the food, then it will react to producing gastrointestinal or skin interaction, and if they are come from air, then they will respond on eye and respiratory tract. Okay, so these are two type of the antigens basically. So the antigens trigger of the formation of antibodies in the body of the person concerned. So the antibodies thus produced binds the antigen and together bind to the surface of specified cells known as the mast cell. So on the account of this binding, a variety of chemicals such as histamine, serotonin, etc. are released in the cell. Means when we are affected by any type of antigen which either will come from air or will come from food, will affect our cell, that is known as the mast cell, and that can be on account of this binding. A variety of chemicals such as histamine and serotonin, etc. are released in us. So when these antigens interact with our cell, then our cell releases a chemical that is known as the histamine or serotonin. These chemicals are responsible for generating allergic response such as asthma, tissue inflammation, easing of hive, etc. So basically allergy is done due to the release of these histamine and serotonin chemical by our cells. Okay, so histamine is a potent vasodilator. It has several functions. It contracts the stomach muscles in the bronchi and gut and relax other muscles such as those in the walls of the fine blood vessels. It also responsible for the nasal congestion due to common cold and allergic response to the pollen. Okay, so the drug used to combat the allergic effect of the histamine are called antihistamines. So antihistamines interfere with the natural action of the histamines by competing with the histamine for binding site of receptors where histamine exerts its effect. Okay, some important antihistamines are brompheniramine, market name is Dimtab, and second is terfenadine, known as market name is Seldane. Okay, these are two types of the drugs which are known as antihistamines. Okay, so the structure of these drugs are, the first structure, that is Dimtab. It has two benzene rings with nitrogen linkage, and it has one heterocyclic aliphatic ring with phenyl group and one aromatic ring with alcoholic group, known as the terfenadine, Seldane. Okay, so these are the basically structures of some other commonly used antihistamines are examples: diphenylhydramine. Structure of diphenylhydramine, in which two phenyl group are attached with hydramine group. Okay, and other is chlorpheniramine. In means chloral group is present with phenyl. Okay, and third is promethazine, in which two aromatic benzene rings will attached with sulfur nitrogen linkage, and which are obtained by the reaction of this aromatic group with secondary amines, that is known as the promethazine. Okay, thank you.